Wow, today's my birthday. I'm 28 years old and it feels different. On the one hand, I feel like there's all these expectations from the wider society about what a 28-year-old should be up to. I should be having kids. I should have a career that's easily definable and fits into a box and is easily packaged. I don't have either of those things, but on the other hand, I feel like people are breaking those bounds and creating their own rules, which I love, and I feel like I get to be a part of that in some way. It feels like there's all these ideas I've inherited from society about like what stage of life I should be in, like what my career should look like, and I have to actively untangle my brain from those ideas and say to myself, you do you. You don't need to hit certain milestones at certain times. I'm realizing more and more how the rest of my years feel sort of predetermined. When you're 20, it feels like you have unlimited years. Like anything is possible. And when you're 28, a lot is possible, but not anything anymore. And you start to like do the math. Like, okay, if I want to have kids before I'm 30, pregnancy is like 10 months, and then wait, now? That's now then. Like the math part of it is scary to me. What will happen to my career? How will I still have time for creative work? And it just feels like there's no time. This morning, David and I were talking about how it feels to turn 28, and for him, how it felt to turn 30. And he was saying how his childhood feels so far away from him now. And I feel the same. And when he said that, I felt this pang of sadness. But at the exact same time, I felt this like burst of excitement. Sadness because I loved my childhood and I miss it. I loved those years. But then excitement because for the first time, I was like, I hopefully get to bring humans up and create their childhoods. Like, that's wild that I experienced a childhood and then I get to shape someone else's childhood. My God. I feel like there's something poetic about how you start to reach this age where you're feeling maybe a little bit of sadness and nostalgia and missing your younger self. And around that time, you could possibly have children and get to experience it again through them in a new way, in a more evolved way. Like, that timing is really cool. So yeah, I feel like today, more than any other day, I'm feeling less fear about having children and more excitement. It's kind of like what my sister talked about in the video I made about deciding when to have kids. It's like over time, you just have more eagerness and less reticence. I think I felt the shift today. Like not the full shift, but I felt a shift. So that's cool, I guess.